Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. It's time to continue our Moto3 Championship. It is time for Phillip Island. It is round 16. So from a pretty difficult qualifying session, it's time to start from 24th on the grid. We wait for the red lights to go out and away we go. So I did the qualifying in 120% difficulty and it was quite difficult, so I have lowered it down to about 105 to try and keep things tight and close. It might be down to 100% actually, now I think about it, but I'm hoping we can just stay competitive and try and get back into the points, because of course this is our last chance to beat Daniel Holgado for the current objective. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, that is the objective. We must beat Daniel Holgado, and there comes the subscribe button. So of course guys, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe. Now what I did find is that AI are pretty weak into the Miller corner in a moment, so after the Stoner corner and then into the newly named Jack Miller right-hander here, formerly known as the Honda corner, we go into turn 4, and we have managed to take back a lot of spots there, at least claim a lot of spots for the first time in this Grand Prix. So that's a great start from us from 24th on the grid with the 658 Quadricorsa Honda. It's not as fast as the likes of the Leopard Honda, it's not fully upgraded, we're just doing what we can, and I tell you what, we're looking really promising into Sector 3. Oh, not often that David Munoz gets pushed, and I guess he's usually the one to be doing the pushing about, but this time it's us and we're just punting him out of the way. But I'm trying to attack now the two Leopard Hondas, and then up the inside of Ethan Otola, up on the inside. We're up into the podium positions in a matter of 11 corners. With 11 laps to go, this is looking rather promising for us right now, so that's a great start on board the Honda. So into the left-hand side for turn 12, Holgado ahead of us with Moreira just a few extra bike lengths. So coming out into the straight, look at Moreira and Holgado. Goodness me, Moreira was almost close to the wall there for a moment as Tatsuki Suzuki uses the speed on. Look at the speed that we lose out on the straights. We're getting absolutely punted here from Sasaki from behind, Otola to the right-hand side, and the two Leopard boys have gone through as we try and get back up the inside. It could be tight into the southern loop. We have the position. Are we able to hold on? Because of course we are now getting into the point where we are much stronger than the AI, and I think this is the moment here. So we're through now on to turn 3, which is the Stoner corner of course, and now onto the brakes. We are closing in rather rapidly into the right hand side for the Miller corner. We might be able to sneak past Holgado here. I don't think I failed any of the objectives, maybe one, I don't think I have though. But if we haven't, we're not going to fail it here either, so we'll keep that streak alive as we now push back against the Red Bull KTM Tech 3. And now we try and attack the other KTM in the form of Diogo Moreira. Look how slow he is in the change of direction. That's where we're really taking chunks away from the difficult AI here today. And that has helped us significantly, so I'm dropping it down to power setting 2. And I'm hoping now we're able to have the ability to keep them at bay. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped the difficulty. Maybe we should have still fought tooth and nail against the AI. My only thought process is now this long straight upon the completion of turn 12. So into the left hand side we go for turn 12. Tight the apexes as much as we can. A little bit wide upon the exit, but I think here is the moment that AI are going to just take chunks away from us. They're going to batter me going into turn 1. It's a great lap time though. 1:37.8 is better than I did in the qualifying, as a matter of fact, or at least very, very close. I think I managed a 1:37.5. Oh, there comes Moreira. There comes Holgado. We're not away. We're not streaking away from the competition, so do not worry, guys and girls. I don't think this is going to be the cakewalk. This is going to be damage limitations from starting from this far back on the grid and fighting already up into the top 4. You know, it's a damn good effort. One of our best, as I say so myself. We're into the Miller corner then. Hard on the brakes, sliding the rear ever so slightly. We do hold on to the position, 0.3 of a second. It was coming on the exit. What's it going to be in a moment though? They're quite strong going into Siberia here for turn 6. So this is where I think the AI are going to be able to close in. But we're going to be strong coming on the exit. So far it's us leading the way with Moreira, Holgado 2nd and 3rd. Suzuki and Masia 4th and 5th. Yamanaka, Onchu and Jose Antonio Rueda down there in 8th place. So pretty much what you would expect. Maybe Ryusa Yamanaka is a bit of a surprise. And of course definitely us from being so far back on the grid. We're now leading the Grand Prix by 4/10 of a second, and we're able to pull even more points against Daniel Holgado. Right now, we'll be extending our championship lead from 12 points all the way up to 21. That is crucial. Oh, here comes Moreira, though. The young Brazilian looks to have a lot of speed here. We might have to use Power Setting 3 just to keep him at bay, but look at the speed difference. Oh, goodness me. Here comes Suzuki as well. I think Masia must be in there as well. He must be just behind us on circuit. We're braving it out into the Doohan corner, but it's... Oh, is it enough to get the cutback back into the southern loop? It's not. You have to be really brave for that, and unfortunately, we're going to have to go back into Power Setting 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we can beat them without Power Setting 3. I think we may have saved enough. We're already on lap 4 or 12, so this race is moving quite quickly, but Suzuki is definitely trying to check out here, so let's fight back and see if we can beat him. Whoa, that was a bit of contact. Well, we're not looking too bad. It's not really a big issue. And if there's going to be one... Oh, that's going to be late. Into Siberia. That was a close move. Bit of contact with number 24. The Japanese rider almost got punted off the circuit. Well, thankfully, he stayed on. But I tell you what, if there's going to be someone to beat me in this championship, or at least, excuse me, in this race, I'm going to go for someone who's not really a championship contender right now, and that's Tatsuki Suzuki. It's not the worst case scenario if he does happen to beat me. So I'm trying to... Oh, that's a late lunge going into turn 10. Whoa, goodness me! Whoa! I hit the rear brake a bit too hard there. I felt the whole bike turn sideways. Oh, I thought that was it. I genuinely thought that was it. I think the rear tyre went really hot there as well. But that has cost us a significant amount of time. I don't think we can afford to use Power Setting 2 any longer. We're going to have to stay on Power Setting 3 for the majority of this one. I did try and drop it down upon the rise going into turn 10, but wow. From Lukey Heights onwards, I don't think we can drop it to Power Setting 2. That was a mistake. Look at the time we lost. We lost a second to... oh, goodness me! This is not going too well, is it? Getting caught on the outside of the circuit. This is far from our best here. And look how much time... Oh, we lose it so much upon the exit of corners. That's the issue with the AI, unfortunately, is that they don't have the sort of acceleration woes that we have. When we lift up the acceleration, or at least when we press the acceleration, the bike wants to lift up into a neutral position. It doesn't happen for the AI, so therefore, in corners like those, they're able to keep that much tighter line and still accelerate, unlike the player. So unfortunately, those are the couple of corners that's going to cause us some jip. Goodness me. Speaking of that, that was an aggressive move from Masia. Really punted me there. Must have caught what I did to Tatsuki earlier on in the race and thought, let's get some payback for the teammate. But we're not giving up. We're definitely not going to give up. I do think we might have to drop down to Power Setting 2. It's just teetering at the moment from plus 0.6 in the terms of fuel, but into Lukey Heights and then into turn 10. Oh, it's close for the MG corner, but we got it done. Up on the inside of Holgado. That's the only thing I'm interested in right now. Moreira hasn't really been consistent in the past couple of Grand Prix, and Tatsuki Suzuki has not been consistent at all in our Moto3 Championship so far, so I'm not too concerned with the two rides ahead. My only main focus is Daniel Holgado behind, but being less than 0.6 of a second away from a potential victory, you know I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go all guns blazing. There is Holgado to the right hand side. He is really going to get in my way here for the turn into turn 1. That's not done me any favours, but I'm going to launch it up in the inside into the southern loop. Hopefully we can use... Oh, goodness me! I hate that with the AI in this game. I wanted to force the move so he would pick it up, but I know the AI don't realise that, so he would have turned in and touched my rear tyre. So unfortunately, I had to sort of cut across the circuit more than I wanted to, but hard on the brakes. Oh, goodness me, we're going to almost bump into the back of Tatsuki Suzuki almost, but thankfully... we got the Honda stopped, and now it's a Honda 1-2. Suzuki leading on the Leopard Honda, and of course us in second place in the 658 Squadra Corsa Honda. There goes Moreira trying to go round the outside. I don't think so, son. Going to try and push him wide. Bit of an aggressive move to force him to the rumble strip there, but I have to do these sort of things to keep within the chance of victory, because of course the AI in this game are just so strong and they're so aggressive. So why not give it back to them? It can't be working the other way, can it? Oh, Suzuki was loose going into turn 10. Well, I gotta say, this is not over. I did fear that Suzuki might have the speed to check out, but he isn't there. He isn't checking out yet. He's still queuing up for items, it seems. He's not actually going to the kiosk to check out. He's still going, so we'll see how that goes on for now. Well, that was a strange analogy, I know. But anyway, across the line, it's 0.4 of a second. There is your update on the championship standings as it is. Of course, we have been updated throughout the Grand Prix regarding Holgado and our championship standings, but it is interesting to know that it's a 19-point difference from ourselves to Holgado, and of course Suzuki and Masi are in there as well. And unfortunately, I was too busy talking to actually mention how big the gap was from the man who will be moving up to 3rd place in the championship, just a couple points ahead of Jan and Masi. Getting caught in the rumble strip there, that has cost us time as well. It felt like we really had a chance to catch up to Suzuki there, but I was too interested in looking on the side of the screen. I think I lost quite a bit of time to Suzuki. Yeah, we lost around 0.7 of a second on this lap already. Hasn't gone to plan, and there goes the number 24, still 0.7 of a second ahead of us. Here comes Holgado. He's getting aggressive. You can see the AGV helmet he's got on there. That familiar Daniel Holgado lid. Well, into the right side. Now, I'm just trying to have a look at the gap here and work this out. We lost 0.8 of a second, but we only lost maybe... Whoa, what a move from Holgado. I'm going to give it him back going into the right-hander, but that was a smooth move from the man on the Red Bull KTM Tech 3. That was a beautiful move going into Lukey Heights. You've got to be brave to go through on there, and of course the AI is certainly brave and bold. It has the temerity to chuck any lunge, let's be honest. They aren't shy about launching any lunges. And look at that, trying to go around the outside. He's using the power of the KTM. He's leaning on us here. Going across the line, we did lose a drum. Oh my goodness. We lost a huge amount of time, and that is why Suzuki is sitting pretty at the front. Not been very consistent in this one. I think you can tell, really, is the tracks that I'm really comfortable at, and then there's some that I'm not. And this is one of them. I don't know what it is with Phillip Island. I used to adore this circuit, but lately I just can't seem to get it right again. Ever since I played Superbike 22, I've had difficulties in this circuit. It's fast, it's flowing, it's some good braking markers. It should suit me well, but unfortunately it doesn't quite suit me as well as I would have anticipated. So onto the brakes again. That's late. But we managed to get it stopped, but we're going wide into the Miller corner. It cost around 1/10 of a second for making that small error. Didn't really feel like that deserved such a gap loss, but I guess you can't help to see what it is. So unfortunately that is racing, so you make a mistake like that and you pay the price, and that's exactly what's just happened a moment ago. But now here goes Suzuki, 0.8 of a second ahead of us in this race so far, as we get a little bit of chatter going into the Lukey Heights corner. Just had a little notice on the left-hand side there. It looks like Joel Kelso has moved himself up. Of course, a home Grand Prix for the man with the number 66. 7th place for him. Wonder if he'll be featuring at the top end of this Grand Prix. There's still plenty of time in it. And looking at that graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's lots of riders still contending for a potential podium here. The victory is the questionable part, though, because Suzuki again across the line. I don't know what lap time he's doing, but it's doing better lap times than I am. Back into the low 138s again, but it's not enough to really contend with Suzuki. And I think our issue today has been the lack of consistency. We have just not been able to continuously piece together lap times. Into the left-hand side for the southern loop, and it looks like Moreira's closing in fast. The problem is with the southern loop is I need the AI to use as some sort of berm so I can pull myself in and get a good lap time. When I travel on my own, I can't do the southern loop very well, not with the AI not suffering the same acceleration woes we have. But into the Miller corner, it's down to 0.6 of a second. Got to try and gauge this now. We're going to have to absolutely go for it. I think we've got enough fuel to continue as we are. But if we can just continue to push, there might be enough lap times in this yet to still win this race. The gap's gone up to 0.8 of a second. Do I really need to force it, though? I guess if I don't force it and try and catch up to Suzuki, Moreira and Holgado will get me. So I guess I'm in a catch-22 situation here. Either I attack or be attacked. So I'm going to have to keep on going. That's the only way we can do it in this Grand Prix right now. Just notice that there's a soft option rear for us, of course, with the somewhat tyre degradation. Same on the left-hand side for the medium front as well, but I don't think I'm too concerned about that. It didn't suggest to use soft. It actually recommended to use hard rear, but frequently I do tend to use the soft option rear within Moto 3. It keeps things interesting towards the latter stages of the Grand Prix, but I think now, that's it. Yeah, this is definitely going to be curtains now. If Moreira and Masia aren't able to help me into the southern loop, that's contact I wasn't looking to do. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen now. Oh no, Holgado. Okay, that's it. We're seeing red now. If Holgado gets through, that's it. I've got to fight back immediately. I'm okay with Masia and Moreira taking over, but I can't afford for Holgado to take any more points away from us. The championship down is 10 points as it is, but now onto the brakes, around the outside of Masia. That's a late lunge. And there comes Masia back up the inside. That was a gorgeous move. That was beautiful. Fair play to Jama Masia, but now into the left-hand side for Siberia. Oh, no! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Honestly, I thought we'd gone then. I thought we'd gone. No, I thought that was it. Oh, I can't believe that. I'm... wow. I'm so grateful. I can't believe that. We were side by side going into Siberia. We made the contact. I went sideways, and it looks like the rear tyre had just gone. I felt it on the controller. The vibration was mad. But, yeah, we're still on it, and I'm going to try and give it him back going into the turn 10 corner for the MG corner. Masia gets punted wise as I go and get my revenge. Now, of course, the only thing... Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Holgado's down to 5th. If he stays to 5th place, we're going to gain even more points. That would be another 9 points to us, but never mind. Masia's got plans of his own, and he wants to finish in 2nd at the very least. He'll not be happy finishing 2nd to Tatsuki Suzuki. But I tell you what, it's not over yet. Into the long straight and then into the Mick Doohan corner. Oh, here comes Moreira. Oh, what a race this has been. Damage limitations for us, but this has been a stupendous race. I'm really enjoying this one, and maybe not so much now because Holgado's going through, and I've got to do all that work again. Goodness me. Into the Stoner corner. We're going to try and get them on the brakes again. You can pretty much script what's going to happen here. Yeah, that's right. DrAce hard on the brakes, dropping down to first gear, keeping it tight for the Miller corner, and we're back chasing Suzuki again, and the gap's gone down to 0.6 of a second. Frustrating race, this one. I know I can catch Suzuki, but every time we go to the straight, that's where the AI gets in the way. They slow me down, they hold me up, and I just haven't got anything to contend with the number 24 ahead of us. We're going to have to do some incredible heroics on this final lap to catch him. Are we able to keep Masia and Holgado at bay? Let's find out. We've got one more lap to do. One more time we'll be entering turn 10. As you can see, we are right now in just a minute and 20 seconds? I'm not entirely sure how I'd work that out, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be down to this. So see you in a minute's time for that one, I guess. And maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, but here comes Masia. He's pushing us wide now. There's nothing left on the rear tyre. That soft option on the left-hand side is struggling. Suzuki, as we see, is pulling in some more points. He'd be 50 points behind us as if it stayed as it was, but it's changing all the time. 20 points for us, 16 points for us now. Holgado's back into the podium battle. This one is far from over. Oh, contact with Jama Masia. Holgado wants to get involved as well. Where is Moreira gone? He's still in there. He's a 1/10 of a second behind us. Joel Kelso could be looking at a potential podium as well, depending on how far back he is right now. Masia, Holgado. Oh, this is not the spot I want to be. I'm trying to go late. Oh, up at the inside. Try and force Masia wide, but I think he'll have the edge speed to go around me. There it is. Bit of contact, gesticulation from both riders there as Masia has the inside line for Siberia. That puts me in a difficult spot now. Got to keep on fighting back. Oh, I can't move the bike in quicker than I would have wanted. Suzuki's definitely got this one in the bag. This is not exactly how I wanted it to go. Far from what I had planned in my head. But this time, we've got a couple more attempts to attack Masia. Here it comes into Lukey Heights. Oh, not enough. He won't yield. He will not give up on that second place spot. Here into the turn 10. Have we got it done? Masia's going to have the inside line. There's no way. I've got the line, but he will have the speed. He's got the edge grip. I don't have that grip. Not on the left-hand side. Now, the question is, okay, I think we've lost second here. I don't think I've got enough speed on the straights. My concern is Holgado, and there he comes. No, Holgado, don't do it. I'm going to try and position in front of him. Do not let the KTM through. Suzuki wins, Masia second, and we hold on for third place. What a race. Goodness me, that was intense. Guys, Suzuki gets the victory. 0.8 of a second clear from Jaume Masia, and we do hold on to third with a lap time of 1:37.801. But look at that lap time from me and Holgado. We basically only won that just because of the lap time difference. But anyway, let's have a look at the championship standings, because this is the important part. We have now a 15-point lead to Holgado, and Suzuki and Masia are joint with 229 points, trailing by 46 apiece. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll show the team's championship now, and I guess that's it from me. But guys, wow, that was an intense race. That really difficult. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I'm glad we came from 24th to this position. But I guess that's it from me. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.